Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to the medieval world as we return to 1212 AD and we have another historical battle for you today. And today we do have the Battle of Neva, fought in 1240 between the forces of the Grand Duchy of Novgorod, the Kingdom of Sweden, who have brought along with them a great horde of Finns, Tavastians and Norwegians. And oh boy, is this a glorious 4v4 battle for you today. As we don't have Tavastians and Finns, we do have a mixture of Norwegians and Swedes being brought in this one. And it is nice to see some less used factions, I feel like. As we don't have the Grand Duchy of Novgorod, we are using the Grand Duchy of Kiev. So very similar sort of in geography and also in the sort of style of units being used. So it should still be a pretty awesome battle, even if we have got a little tweaking there on the opposing side. But yeah, it's all tier 1 units here today as we are only in 1240, so it's only a little bit after the start date of 1212. This battle was fought between, like I was saying, Novgorod, led by Alexander Nevsky, and they were fighting against the Kingdom of Sweden. Their king was not actually present. It was a chap called Spiridon, who was in charge of the Norwegian and Swedish forces. And yes, Alexander Nevsky gets his name, Nevsky, from this battle, the Battle of Neva. There isn't actually a lot known about it though, but it is apparently how he gets his name, out of honor for winning this battle for the forces of Novgorod. It was a major battle. The Catholics from the west, if you kind of include like Sweden and Norway and that's all like Western world, were fighting to try and expand their frontiers eastwards, and that included Orthodox like Novgorod, and it's seen as like obviously like a battle for like faith between Orthodox and Catholic faiths. And it'll be interesting to see how this one goes down. A lot of smurred sort of infantry going in here, holding off against these Polons, who unfortunately couldn't use their missile capabilities. It's such a shame, but yeah, these guys Atagir Bondir, like polearm infantry, have a Javi ability, which I did not know about. But yeah, we've got Spear Bondir here as well. Also, with Javis, they can throw those if they wanted to. I don't know if they will throw while in combat. They might do. We'll have to see in this battle. But yeah, a glorious, glorious fight, that is for sure. And it's great to be back in 1212 once again, as we haven't been here for a little while. I haven't had too many in the way of 1212 replays to really check out. But yes, if you're enjoying this content and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. So yeah, in this battle here, the forces of Novgorod have more cavalry than the well, they're not really crusaders, but you know, the western like the western kingdoms of Sweden and Norway. They have a little less cav, but they have much better like infantry, as we've seen here. These smurred infantry, nothing much to be desired. Mostly light infantry they are. We do have some shock on both sides here. These foot falaise, not falaise, Frielse? I don't know. Fralse, maybe? I don't know. They're a really good shock infantry anyway that Sweden has. A very nice unit. And we also do have some other Atagir Bondir early as well there. It's the same name, I just realized, but they're a shock variant instead, I guess. But yeah, you can see here the Atagir Bondir, the polearm variant. It's on a break here. But these ones are for Sweden, I guess. The other Bondir are for Norway, and they're a shock infantry variant. But yeah, as you can see, the line is going. Line fight is going pretty well right now for the Swedes. And they are holding this line very nicely, killing a lot of these very cheap and very useless smurred infantry, really, is what they are. Doing the same over on this side here as well. We've got some, I'm not even going to try and Kajertsvina. This medium spear unit, they're being flanked actually now by Gatri. I don't know how you know what, some words here I can't pronounce how to say this. These Novgorodian swords, a bit better off than the smurds. They managed to flank the spears here, kind of pulled out, got drawn out of formation ever so slightly. And they're going in there. Now we have cavalry now going in as well. Cavalry going, a general nonetheless, going in against the spears. And he actually was beating the spears, kind of crazy there. And still a bit of a standoff on both sides. Neither side really wanted to commit cavalry yet, because cavalry is king in 1212. So if you do lose it, you are at a bit of a disadvantage. This is a huge blob of Novgorodian troops here. need to shoot this to pieces if they can. But as you can see, oh, it looks like Cav might be able to come forward. Well, actually, I'll come back to it in a moment. Yeah, it looks like Cav's going to go in here. These Bondir here using their Javies. And now the General's going to go flying on in, and he has absolutely annihilated that unit there. Really nice charge. There's a General in behind. Oh, and he's an Infantry General. That is unfortunate. He's just been absolutely mauled there as that Infantry General. Cavalry going in here. So yeah, this was a battle that we did do on the Discord. So I was playing alongside the Swedish players, and there you go, and the Norwegian players, and there you go. The king, well, not the king of Norway, but I think one of his commanders is dead. He was leading one of the main lines. I think I was saying to him, like, oh, send your general into combat this general. I did not realize A, that he was medium command, and that he was dismounted, like a dismounted general. That is unfortunate. I didn't realize Norway had a infantry general. There you go, something you learn. Jarl's bodyguard going in here. I just look at that electric blue. Sweden. Beautiful. And these are, yeah, very much like the Western sort of knights that you're typically used to see, and they should deal with those Drazina, which are only mediums themselves. But yes, as you can see, we'll quickly go to the tactical map. The formation is almost like a like an L shape being formed by the Swedes and by the Norwegians. So it's an interesting formation to try and hold on to. If like one part breaks, it could force the whole formation to crumple and break itself. This general here is going absolutely mad. Getting into some shock over here. Yeah, this shock infantry of the Swedes. They're big, heavy axemen. They're slicing and dicing them, those cavalry, but they are taking a lot of casualties themselves. You can see here Drazina, yeah, losing to King's Bodyguard of Norway as well. Just the heavier Western Knights doing a lot of damage here. But that general being lost could cause some issues, and it is now starting to cause some issues. As you can see, Spear Bond here is starting to break at 102 men. These guys have had enough. They've been broken by the mercenary. I'm not even going to try and say that name. Ushaniki, I think it is, but that's probably wrong. I do apologize. Yeah, they are broken through. They're actually not in any rush to carry on getting their advantage. And as you can see here, the Orkney archers and Bondir here are going to have to fall back. As you can see as well, Guard Birder Axeman, a very nasty shock unit. Both of these sides actually have some pretty good shock available to them, so both will have to try and use them. But this is a big blob of infantry here that needs dealing with. Cavalry over here as well in a fight. We have another King of Sweden here, and also a general here as well, and they're all pinned down and in real trouble. Both sides here could lose a general. Yeah, Sven's heavy shock cav in there. They're dealing with that general quite nicely. Also, Orkney archers are trying to shoot him down. Yeah, I mean, they're sort of stabilizing the situation a bit. We've got Shock and Head now dealing with the Guard Birder Axeman. I do love the blue and yellow. It really makes Sweden stand out. I mean, Sweden in Tier 1, I realize, is a very strong faction. The enemy general is dead, so that's the general over here that's been killed. That's the right flank for the, basically for the Russian forces here. Dealt with these units over here. I don't know if they are with that army, but they could just be routed pretty quickly here. A couple of general charges should be all it takes. Then it's just this side, and the Swedes and the Norwegians just need to hold on before, so allow these forces over here to get over and help out. I mean, it's close. It's 2,800 against 3,500. It is in favor of the Russians at the moment. But yeah, not a lot is known about this battle. The Russians obviously exaggerate the scale of the Norwegian and Swedish invasion and say there's like many thousands and they came in many great ships. We've got some Hospitalis here fighting with the Norwegians. Guess maybe it is a bit of a crusade if they're here. They should hold the line for a while. But yeah, I think when you like read up about it online, there's not really actually a lot of details, barely like any like sort of description about where the battle's even fought. It's fought maybe near Lake Ladoga or something like that, I think it was. So But they're not even sure of that. They just know that the Swedes camped there for a time. But I guess somewhere near Neva, they as well, obviously with where it gets the name. I wonder if these spears could maybe get involved. General has died there. That is not good. But these spears here, could they maybe get involved in this cav fight potentially? There is swords in here which will help, but that's not great. The cav here as well. Look at that, 56. Well, it's dropping now, but they are starting to waver, and that is not good either. There's a lot of infantry now tied up trying to deal with this one sword unit here. And desperately, these swords are needed elsewhere as the right flank now starts to crumple for the Swedes. Fight on, men of Norway and Sweden. We must kill these Russian scum. The Russians still have a lot of archers as well with a lot of ammo. I don't think these Rus hunters actually are very effective and don't seem like they're using much of their ammunition either. Orkney Islanders in combat here. They're actually not too bad in melee. They do get a pretty decent like shield down and sword. But I don't know if they're going to be able to deal with these guard bird axemen and like... Well, yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to deal with these guard bird axemen. It's pretty simple as, that's all there is to say. But yeah, they're losing decisively, not looking great. Crossbows and some of these remaining foot, Fralsi? I don't know how you say that name, but they are moving over. And as you can see, the cav on this flank here has been dealt with. I think with the break, the death that general, and that caused that flank to break, really. What's Skult Wiener? Basically, I think knights for Norway. They're getting charged in the back here by Alexander Nevsky's famous cavalry. Well, relatively famous, I think. Oh, it could be. Maybe it is. Maybe it is Nevsky. It's the commander here. Don't know if they really decided who was the general. They have all got the same general here through the Kievian / Novgorodian armies. This is very healthy as well. 79 men still remaining. They are going to possibly get another general here, though. This could be huge. If they can get another general, take him out, that'll be a win. But unfortunately, this herdman there could not catch him. There you go. Routing a few more spear units over here. Smurd spears getting routed, dealt with pretty quickly. These Smurd infantry are pretty easy to remove. They're not exactly that great. Both the spear and the sword variant, very, very cheap. But yes, it's pretty close. Well, there's about 700 men in it. Cav is obviously in favor of the forces of Novgorod, and that is going to show here. They could still do it, though, could Sweden. A lot of those forces that they have remaining are those loose archers, which are not that great. And a good charge here, though, by the cavalry getting into the side of those shock. That will do a lot of damage to them. And there you go. I think they're breaking. Yeah, the commander is already dead and fallen. There are some decent swords and stuff still alive over here. This, herdmen are fairly good. I mean, look at the armor difference between them and the Smurd spears here. Like, they have chainmail, the Smurd spears have nothing. Just some padded sort of armor, I guess. We've got some more herdmen here. Some of the Swedish variants herdmen going against some wavering swords there. They should break them pretty easily. Problem is that, yeah, dismount hospitality is finally broken. Taking a little while. These guys, these famous Holy Order Knights, finally give it in. Rip in peace to them. And yeah, King's Bodyguard also looks like he's going to a bit off more than he can chew, taking on one of the generals here. Still in a really healthy condition. The crossbows are trying to shoot down this general as well. But it doesn't look like it's going to matter too much there. And I think that is game, really. There is still a general over here. This Jarl's Bodyguard for Sweden still alive. Maybe we can get a decent charge in the back of these swords. These Smurds infantry here. Actually, they're facing the wrong way. If they actually take the charge head on, they would. There we go. Might rout that Smurd infantry. I just love the electric blue color for like those Swedes. They look amazing, don't they? Really do. And it looks like that general getting in there, the Kanazgard, he's going to do enough and he's going to break that Jarl's Bodyguard. Smurd infantry nearly broke though, even though they were like, they've been winning this fight and these two units themselves were going to break. At 114 men, those Smurds did think about it for a second. And this is all that's left of the Kievian and / Rus forces here. There's not a lot left. 1,500. It's fairly close. I think what cost us was that general over here. There's nothing on the Norway player. I did totally not realize that it was a infantry general, and he just got charged by that general, absolutely by the Russian general there. Got absolutely annihilated, and he was holding most of his front line here. And possibly, if we'd been able to reinforce it as well once they had broken, that might also made a difference. But there you go, a defeat for Sweden. It's unfortunate, but kind of goes with history, you know. The Novgorodian forces did win this one in history. So I guess if you wanted to see history recreated, you got your wish. But I was kind of hoping for Sweden to win because I do like Sweden in 12-12. Actually, it's kind of becoming one of my favorite factions. But yeah, like I was saying, I was playing in this one. I was one of the Swedish armies. This was hosted on my Discord. If you would like to join and get involved in any sort of battles, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. But yes, I was playing with mainly a very small army. This is kind of how we have been recently balancing some of these. We haven't been just going for full stack armies because A, that's not necessarily the scale they were at, but also it's kind of like not boring, but it makes it a bit more tactical if you have a small amount of units that you've got to work with. But yeah, 158 shock infantry kills here for this this unit. Did pretty decent. Most of my cav did not do that great because it was contending with other cavalry, so it didn't get chance to really like just charge into infantry and get some great kills. So yeah, I had a rough game really, with few kills. God playing as the other Kingdom of Sweden, 309 kills with his Jarl's Bodyguard. His Spear Bondir, 179, 108. These polearms getting 73 kills. His Bondir getting 100 kills. His Herdman 313, 240, 254, and his crossbow 68 kills. And it was Cyrus playing as the Kingdom of Norway. Unfortunately, yeah, he had a jester, also however you say that, like general. He unfortunately, yeah, was a like an archer. And I thought maybe he was like a bow cav when I saw the actual icon. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. But no, he was an infantry unit. He got charged down, unfortunately. But yeah. He since he lost his general, his army did start to capitulate, and he did have a lot of cheaper stuff like the Spear Bondir, which yeah rely on that sort of like general morale. But yeah, his axe like not his axe, sorry, his sword Bondir getting like 88 kills. His Herman 142 kills. Then we have Ike playing as the other Kingdom of Norway with a much more elite army made up of really just like swords and some much more well-trained archers here. His Orkney Islanders getting 85 kills. His general getting 272 kills. His like spears here, 199, 280, 213, and then his hospitalities getting 102 kills there. Then we have Bad Omens playing as Kiev, getting 489 kills with his general. Oh my. Then his Guard Axeman still healthy, but with over 300 kills. This one not so healthy, but also got 298. When they all got triple figures, they did very well. 173 with the Botgateri, I think is how you say it. 143 with another one there. Zach playing as Kiev with all the cav, getting 205 kills with his general here. Then his Botakteri getting 227, 118. His Jazina, senior Jazina, getting 118 kills. And yeah, it did okay, this card, but some of it was a lot lighter, a lot cheaper, wasn't going to get great kills. Then we have Von Stein playing in like one of the first, I think one of his first scenarios, but doing very well with a lot of a spam army here made up of Smurd infantry. So just kind of had to like tie down the Swedish and Norwegian forces and allow the other players to do well. Getting like 60 odd kills with his Smurd spears, nothing insane. His general got 270 kills, so it was very good. And one of his Javis got 134 kills with his Rus Javis there, very nicely. And then Killer here playing as the final Kievian army, 305 kills, sorry, with his general. All these generals, I think, did very well. They just got a hammer and anvil. They had the advantage in cav, so their generals could go wild and just get infantry kills. 111 kills with the spear, Bokateri. I'm butchering that name, I'm pretty sure. 108 kills of the Smurd infantry there is very good. And yeah, that is about it, really. So there you go, guys. That is the Battle of Neva. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss out on any historical battles and 12-12 battles. Make sure to join the Discord as well if you're interested in getting involved in any 1212 games, streams, or historical battles. And until next time, Legionnaires, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.